ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the second full week of 2022. I am forecaster Liam Kenny, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at our brand new system, Winter Storm Hatcher, as it absolutely pounds the whole entire eastern United States with very heavy rain across the deep south and a serious ice threat throughout the northeast. And before we go ahead and get started, if you are brand new to the channel, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and also be sure to click that like button if you are enjoying the content. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by June 21st. So please be sure to recommend this channel to all your friends and family members so that way they know exactly what's going to be going on as we head into the second full week of 2022. As you go ahead and take a look at the radar right now, you can see a very heavy pocket of rain going all the way from the deep south all the way up throughout the Kentucky and Tennessee Valley, and then eventually upwards into the Ohio Valley, and then eventually as you work your way up into the northeast and portions of New England, that's where we're seeing that serious ice threat just to the north of our nation's capital there in southeastern Pennsylvania, up into the eastern portions of New York where we have our state capital, which is Albany, and then eventually as you head into northwestern Connecticut, central western, and northern Massachusetts, that's where you have that ice threat as well, and then eventually as you head up into extreme northern Vermont, and then eventually into Maine, that's where you have that snow and also that ice threat as well. Unfortunately, within this leading band that we do have by Hatcher, we do have a slight chance for severe storms today across portions of the Deep South and also the Gulf Coast. If you live in central and western Alabama, central and southern portions of Mississippi, and then also that small pocket there in northeastern Louisiana, you are in that slight risk, and that is indicating that over the course of today and then getting into your afternoon, you could see a couple of strong to severe storms that could produce a tornado. And because we could see a couple of tornadoes, the National Weather Service has already gone out and issued a tornado watch. This is valid until 6 p.m. this afternoon. Within this area, we could see a couple of tornadoes, isolated hail up to ping pong size, and scattered wind gusts upwards of 70 to 80 miles per hour. And this does include portions of southeastern Mississippi and then also southwestern portions of Alabama, just to the southwest of Birmingham. So if you are in this area that is warned, please be sure that you are on alert today as severe weather is possible throughout the course of the day. Taking a look at how the second full week of 2022 is going to play out. As you can see, the area of low pressure is currently up here over the Great Lakes, and we are still seeing that serious ice threat and also that bit of that wintry mess across portions of the Northeast. There's your very heavy rain threat and also that severe threat across portions of the Mississippi Valley and then also portions of the Deep South. For those of you who live in the southeastern United States, especially across the Carolinas, our best shot of rain is going to be overnight tonight when the cold front of Winter Storm Hatcher does come through. Thankfully, we shouldn't see any severe weather within this line, but we could see a couple of pockets of heavy rain that could wake you up throughout the course of tonight. Thankfully, all the rain is gone as you head out the door tomorrow morning, but we will see a brand new area of high pressure coming down from Canada, and that is going to bring down some very cold air from Canada as you head into your Tuesday and Wednesday. But thankfully, as far as the precipitation goes, we really shouldn't see any of that, especially over the course of this week. Taking a look at how the temperatures are going to play out, you can see throughout the course of today, it's going to be very, very, very hot and humid, and that is one of the reasons why we do have that severe risk. We've got plenty of moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and that is enhancing that severe storm potential, especially across portions of the Mississippi Valley. As you wake up tomorrow morning, look at this massive cool down that comes down that really affects everybody across the Deep South. You might have only guessed, you really can guess that the only portion of the South, the only place in the Southeast that is really going to be above average is going to be Florida, because they're always above average. But especially as you head into your Monday and Tuesday, it is going to be very, very, very cold with overnight lows probably in some places in the teens, if not in the 20s. But unfortunately, all of the precipitation is going to be well out of our area by this time, which means that we will not see any snow at all. I know a lot of you are, saying, could we get snow this year? Could we not get snow this year? It is just too early to tell, but I know for a fact that with this system, we will not be seeing any snowfall at all. Thankfully, however, as we head into the end of the week and then eventually into the brand new week, and we do see a slight warm up, and some of us could be getting back into the 50s and 60s. We're still across the 40s and 30s across most of the Carolinas, but we should be warming up into at least the 50s and 60s, especially as you head into your brand new weekend. Your 10-day forecast for Grand Strand locations along the coastline. Our best shot of rain comes through tonight when Winter Storm Hatcher does come through. Thankfully, all the rain will be gone by tomorrow, but then that massive cool down comes in on Tuesday with our afternoon high only topping out in the 40s with our overnight low going down to the high 20s overnight. But thankfully, there's not going to be a single shot of rain all the way throughout the rest of this week, and then eventually we should be warming up to almost 60 as we head into the brand new weekend. Your 10-day forecast for inland locations: our best shot of rain comes in overnight tonight. Thankfully, all the rain should be gone by tomorrow morning as you were heading out your door for work. Remember that big cool down comes on Tuesday with our afternoon high only topping out in the low to mid 40s with our overnight low going down into the low 20s. But unfortunately, there's not going to be any precipitation in the air, which means we will not see any snow. But thankfully, it will warm up as we head towards the end of this week with absolutely no rain in the forecast.